pursuit of your passion, you will be much, much better at it. You will excel, and you'll have joy. This is a time to search for the giftings that God has given you and the passions of your heart. You know, my father, in his ministry, likes to tell a story about salvation, but it's a story that applies to your passions well. It's a story about a tightrope walker who erects a tightrope across a gigantic waterfall, and a crowd assembles to see him perform. And he asks the crowd, "Who among you thinks I can walk across this tightrope and back?" And everyone cheers. And he does so. He says, "Who among you thinks I can walk across this tightrope and back pushing a wheelbarrow?" The crowd cheers, and he does so. He says, "Who among you thinks I can walk across this tightrope and back pushing a wheelbarrow with 2 100-pound bags of sand in the wheelbarrow?" The crowd cheers, and he does so. He says, "Who among you thinks I can walk across this tightrope and back with a man in the wheelbarrow?" The crowd cheers. He points to a man in the front row and he says, "Get in the wheelbarrow." It's one thing to say you believe, to applaud quietly and stand on the sidelines. But whether it is salvation or whether it is the passion of your life, believing means getting in. Believing means getting in with everything you have and making a full commitment. 1941, Winston Churchill gave the following advice. Graduation. Never give in. Never give in. Never, 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 never give in. It's every bit as good advice today as it was in 1941. And in 1910, Teddy Roosevelt had the following advice. It is not the critic who counts, nor the man who points out how the strong man stutters, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. As you leave here today, remember your accomplishments are mortal, but the good you will do for others is immortal. As Christ told us, inasmuch as you have done so to the least among us, you have done so unto me. Remember the opportunity each of us has to make a difference in the lives of others. Remember to be a servant leader, and remember to cherish your time spent here at Southwestern. Thank you, and God bless you.